Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're really going to talk about daily disciplines. Okay, so you've learned about a few things in your first week. You've learned how to get a promotion and earn your emerald rank. You've also learned how to make Success Club and to help people getting started with challenge packs and things like that, and how they all kind of work together. So today we kind of talk about how all of those things come together and about the things that we need to be doing in order to, make those things happen, make the promotions happen, make Success Club happen. And all of those things come together and they all lie within your daily discipline of your business and how you are moving forward and what activities you're doing to push yourself forward. So I've written out a few things that kind of attribute to what you should be doing with your daily disciplines. The first one is the 3 vital behaviors. I'm sure you're very familiar with this. Your coach, your sponsor coach, has probably explained to you what the 3 vital behaviors are and how vital they are to coaches. It's important that we are products of the products and that we are inviting people daily to our Beachbody Challenge groups, that we're reaching out daily, talking to people, building those relationships, nurturing those relationships, and really just going out there and making friends is really what it's about. This business is built on trust. Okay, so when we're able to have good relationships with people, we build up a great trust, and people want to buy from people that they trust. So those are things that go into our daily activities, connecting with people, starting a conversation, just looking to help somebody and reach out and to actually just care about somebody else and care about what's going on in their life, and to just take that time to let them know that you're there for them and that you really do care about what they're going through. The third vital behavior is personal development. That one I feel like tends to get lost a little bit. When I first started, I didn't even know what personal development was, and to be honest, I didn't think it was that important. I was like, read a book, listen to an audio. About what? I had no idea that I needed to make myself better in order to be able to help others be better. You can't help anybody if you're not right with yourself. You know what I mean? You have to be right with yourself in order to have the confidence and the experience to be able to help somebody else. So personal development is huge. In my opinion, it's one of the top of the 3 vital behaviors. You got to work on you. Okay, that's really important. Okay, and sometimes, people start to get a little bit frustrated, and that's going to happen. You're going to get frustrated. Things are going to come up. Life is just going to happen. Okay, and it's going to get in the way of your daily disciplines of being a coach. And it happens to us all. Not one person just deals with a lot of life stuff. Life happens to everybody. And, as you're going through this and you're starting to get a little bit frustrated, things aren't going your way, and you're not sure, I'm doing what I was supposed to be doing. Why isn't this happening? Why do I keep getting rejected? Why do people keep saying no? You might have, maybe you've already come across that. But the only reason that that's happening is mostly time. You haven't been in this long enough. You have to give it a chance. Success does not happen overnight. Success happens to people who are consistent and disciplined in daily activities. Okay? It's the compound effect. If you've ever read the book or listened to the audio from Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. Compound effect says that small daily discipline done daily over time compounds big results. Okay? And the small daily disciplines in this business are the 3 vital behaviors. And when you continue to do those consistently, daily, and you show up every day, then over time, those things will start to build up, and you'll start to get it a little bit more. Things will start to work out for you, and you'll start feeling a little bit less frustrated. And a lot of people deal with fear. with this business. You have a fear that, of reaching out to people or talking to people. Fear that somebody, might judge you. Somebody might make fun of you or laugh at you for what you're doing. But you know what? That's just the nature of the beast. Okay? That is when you are going to have to really dig deep inside of you and think about why it is you got into this in the first place. Okay? What was it that, made you want to be a Beachbody coach? Did you want to help people? Did you want to make a difference? Did you want to, change the destination of your financial situation maybe? Whatever it was, was it the pit of your stomach that told you that you wanted to do this and you wanted to be successful at it? You have to think about that. When you feel fear creep in, or you feel doubt creep in, and you feel like, oh, I don't want to send out these invites, and I really don't feel like doing my personal development, and I really don't want to do this workout, and maybe you feel like you want to skip out on something like that, or maybe I just don't want to show up to, the Success Starter group today because it's just one more thing in my day. I'm exhausted. That's when you really have to think about why you're here. Revisit your why. Why are you here? What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish by being in this group, by being a Beachbody coach? Why is it that you want to be here? And is that why strong enough to push you through your excuses, your circumstances, whatever it is you're dealing with in life? I got to tell you, when I first started this business, I didn't know that it was going to turn into a full-time thing with me. I worked 40 plus hours a week at a job that I commuted an hour to and from every single day. And I was away from my twins and my family for about 10 to 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And I hated that commute. I know I don't like to use the word hate a lot, but I hated that commute. I remember coming home and I was miserable because I was so tired, but I wanted to, be with my babies, and I wanted to be able to have energy, and I wanted to be in a good mood for my husband. But all I could think about was that I only had a few hours to get dinner ready, get the kids bath, and then put them to bed. And before I knew it, I only had an hour or so left to spend with my husband before I needed to go to bed and get some sleep before I had to get up and do it all over again. That was not fun. Okay, so when this opportunity presented itself to me, I started to see a vision that maybe I could do this full time, and maybe it could get me out of the situation that I was in, So, and as time went on, and as I stayed consistent with those daily disciplines, and I started seeing results, and I started making a little bit of money, I started to see it more. I didn't stop my daily disciplines. Even if somebody said no, or even if, I was tired, after a long commute home from work, I remembered that, if I don't do this, what I'm supposed to do, that's on my to-do list, then I'm just going to stay in this job, and I'm going to stay in this commute, and I'm not going to be able to change that, So picked up, took a deep breath, and said, I'm going to do this. And I kept foraging with that daily discipline. Okay, so that's an example I just had to share with you guys that, life happens. You're going to be tired. Things are going to come up. Life is going to be thrown at you, but you deal with it the best way that you can, and then you move on. That's why it's so great that we have each other. We have each other in this group. We're all here to encourage everyone else. So you're not in this alone. So that's the good thing. So let's talk about the second thing on the list, okay? We're talking about time management. Time management is huge in daily disciplines. We have a lot going on. Some of you might be working, part-time jobs. Some of you might be working full-time jobs, and you have to weave, coaching into those daily things that you already have going on. The good thing is that managing our time is something where we can weave, coaching in and out of. Okay, so maybe you get up an hour earlier in the morning to work on, inviting, and then you use your 30-minute or hour lunch break to do some follow-ups with some people that have messaged you back. And then maybe when you get home after you put the kids to bed or after dinner or whatever, you sit down for an hour at your computer and you work your Beachbody business. You know, it doesn't have to be in one block. You know, you can break it up. You can have power hours and, you know, be dedicated to those power hours and making sure that you're doing the right activities for the right results. Okay. Let's think about that. So if we are short on time and we don't have a whole lot of time to devote to our Beachbody business, but we want to grow it, then we have to think about when in our schedule we are going to be able to work our business. And then we have to think about what we are doing within that allotted time frame, what we're doing to work on our business. Okay. And I'll tell you right now, this is where the 3 vital behaviors comes back. Okay. We want to spend the majority of our time doing the right activities to reap the right results. What are those activities? Inviting, you know, broadening your network, meeting new people, sending out more invites, you know, doing your follow-ups, you know, putting out the coaching opportunity to people, those kinds of things. Those are things that are going to move your business forward. Okay? So those are the activities that we want to fill our time with in those allotted spaces that we have designated to work our Beachbody business. That's how we move forward. You know, an hour here or an hour there doesn't seem like much in a day's time, but do that every single day, day in and day out over the course of a year, and I promise you that your life as a Beachbody coach 1 year later will look completely different than it does now. I promise you that. And if it doesn't, then you're not doing the 3 vital behaviors. Okay? But I promise you, it is. It all lies within the 3 vital behaviors, doing the right activities for the right results in the allotted time, the time management that you've selected that you're going to work your Beachbody business. Okay, so the third thing, we're just going to talk about tracking your progress. Okay, that's another great way of being able to know what kind of activities you should be doing. You know, there's several different tools that are available to us coaches that you can use. There's the business activity tracker, and there's also the Power of 3 system. If you're not sure what the Power of 3 is, you can just Google it actually, or go to YouTube and type in, you know, Beachbody Coach Power of 3. There's actually training on it. I don't know who came up with it, some brilliant Beachbody coach that has a great system for Power of 3. So it's just doing these, you know, threes, like friending 3 people a day, sending 3 messages to people a day, inviting 3 people a day, sharing the coach opportunity 3 times a day. The Power of 3. You get it. So Google it, YouTube it. You can find that training on there. But those are 2 very good resources on how you can track your progress and track what it is you're doing day in and day out, you know, during the times that you have blacked out to work your Beachbody business. And you know what? I know you're new, and maybe you're not new. Maybe you've been a coach for a while, but you're getting back into it and you're ready to learn and ready to, you know, take this thing to the next level. Just know that you don't have to be perfect. Okay? Your wording doesn't have to be perfect. Your Facebook posts don't have to be perfect. You know, your messages don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. Go send a botched up, you know, message to somebody and screw it all up, but somehow it'll work out. You know, hey, at least you made contact with somebody, and hey, at least, you know, you started a conversation with somebody. If anything, just have a regular old conversation with them. Okay? You know, just go out there and just do it. You know, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be relentless, right? That's why I wrote this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be relentless. You know, and that's totally true. That's totally true. You know, there's a lot to learn in this business, and you can get lost in it if you are trying to figure everything out first and then going to go do it. I'm telling you, if you waste your time trying to figure it out, you're going to be sorely upset, because you're going to find yourself at the end of the pack because everybody else was doing while you were sitting back thinking about doing. Okay? So you don't have to be perfect. Just go for it. Just do it and learn along the way. You know, fail forward. Okay. I think there's a quote out there, and I'm paraphrasing. I might not get it right. I'll probably screw it all up, but this is me just going for it. But I read that passion. No, what is it? I have it written down, and I don't know where it's at. There. So what? Passion, fire, ice, something like that. So passion on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Okay, so think about that. You know, having more knowledge than passion in this type of business really won't win. Okay, it's passion that you want to have, because people feel passion. People don't feel knowledge. Okay, you can tell people all day long what it is, what we do, and how we do it, and how many ingredients are in Shakeology, and you know how long the Tony Horton workouts are. You know, you can tell them all about that, but they're gonna be like, okay. You know, they're going to be like, all right. But if you're passionate about it and you share your story and how much you love this opportunity and how much it's helped you and how excited you are to share it with other people, that's passion. You know, that's what attracts people. That's what gets people fired up. That's what makes people want to listen. Okay? So, passion on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Ha! Nailed it. But that's all I have for you today, guys. Okay, you know, the secret is in the sauce. Okay, it's woven into our daily activities, what we do daily, and our discipline with our business. No matter what, you show up. No matter what, no matter if you have a good day, no if you have a bad day, you have goals. You have a reason why you're here. Okay, so the daily discipline. That's all I have for you today, guys. We'll see ya.